How much money Ballerina, the first John Wick spin-off movie, is expected to make in its opening weekend? Ballerina is finally arriving in movie theaters on June 6, 2025, after being pushed back a year from its original release date, and its box office projections are promising. John Wick stands as one of the most successful and influential action franchises in cinematic history, now with a reported John Wick 5 in the works. However, fans will first see the first true John Wick spin-off, following a young woman also trained as an assassin by the Ruska Roma on a mission to avenge her father. Ana de Armas' casting and franchise clout are paying off, as Deadline reports that Ballerina is projected to gross $35.40 million in its opening weekend. This puts it ahead of the John Wick franchise's biggest opening weekend to date, as John Wick Chapter 2 grossed $30.2 million in the first 3 days. However, it is also lower than the opening weekends from PG-13 action franchise movies, including The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. John Wick is always at something of a disadvantage when it comes to box office numbers, as it is a series of R-rated action movies, cutting out families and younger viewers who might boost any installment to one of the highest-grossing movies of all time. However, as the franchise maintains its quality, its reception has only gone up over the years. John Wick Chapter 4 is currently the highest-grossing installment overall, partially due to it generally being considered the best John Wick movie, but also being the most recent one that saw the most anticipation. However, Ballerina could now potentially break that record if it follows through after opening weekend. It really has everything it needs to be a successful spin-off, with several stars returning as beloved characters, including Keanu Reeves as Wick himself. It will showcase new shadowy corners of this world, while Ana de Armas is a popular rising star of recent years who can pull off the same intrigue and intensity as the franchise's other lead. There was good reason to suspect that Ballerina would be a huge hit, and box office predictions now support this as well. We love John Wick, and we love Ana de Armas, and can't wait to see a magnificent action movie from the two of them coming together. John Wick created a fascinating criminal underworld that fans can't get enough of. It only makes sense for this setting to be further developed through spin-offs. De Armas is playing an interesting new character who interacts with the franchise's themes of revenge and endurance in her own way.